Well, hey there, how are you? So, Happy New Year! Live full, my friends. Always try to be nice. Never fail to be kind. Live life in a way that you will regret nothing. Would you rather correct a mistake from the past or receive information from the future?
I would much prefer to receive information from the future.
I would probably go into the future.
I guess if I changed my past, then what I'd be doing right now would be completely different, probably.
It is important that we stop sometimes, take a breath, take a pause, and assess how it is that we're going to deal with this stress, how we're going to cope with the pressures of everything coming at us from all directions.
To say that 8 billion people will soon be crowding this planet, and within the next 100 years, that number will double. We say it's unsustainable. Can we find a way to bring balance and harmony to the concept of human expansion and a beautiful planet that may well suffer under our thumb?
Today, I have 3 tips for you to help you determine the right approach to take when you believe that you're dealing with someone in your life who is lying to you. I am just really excited for big announcements. Announcement about what? Content strategy. Don't worry. It's going to be great, you'll see. I remain skeptical. Well, I mean, hey, look, everybody loves the deep thinker stuff there, Agent K, but about 850 of those views this month are from my video. Don't take anything you ever actually stop talking. Stop, okay? Stop. This is not a competition. We're a team. Even if sometimes we are driving me crazy.
Hey, no punch.
Right now, I'm happy. I'm enjoying this. I'm making this video and I'm talking to you. I'm anticipating what your response will be. I'm fulfilling a desire I have to create something and share it with people.
This video is fully interactive, so as you reach the end of each question, you will be given a choice. The choice you make will determine what direction this video goes.
Hey, so, pop quiz. What is the opening line to this TV theme song? If you said it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, you got it wrong. It's called the Mandela effect. Most of us have some vague idea of what we want out of life, but many of us don't pursue it. Why is that? Stick around and we'll explore things that may be holding you back.
If there is one thing that a car wash affords you, it's the opportunity to think in peace and quiet. Might be surprised by some of the random thoughts you have.
It's the magic of YouTube. It allows you to just hit a button on your phone and magically talking to, well, currently nobody, but then chauvinism shows up. Hi, Yaron. What's going on, buddy? So this is a show about nothing, and Mo is looking at me like I'm completely nuts.
Myths, old wives' tales, fad diets, common knowledge. My friend, you have been lied to.
Do you ever stop and think about how social media is impacting the way that we conduct ourselves, the way that we interact with each other, and to be honest, the way we treat each other online nowadays? And the more and more I think about it, the more I realize that we are who we choose to be. I dare you to watch this entire video. No skipping ahead, no pausing, no opening another tab and letting this play in the background. I dare you to do nothing but sit still and watch a single 3-minute internet video. I can't do what I want, so I will do what I can. Lavalier microphone. It's like ASMR. Those of you who know me and know us know that my wife and I have been together for 25 years, I believe. So today I just want to share a little bit about how I met my wife, the slightly ridiculous story about how we came to be together. Today's video is a message about positivity, presented in the form of a rant about negativity. Today's message is brought to you by irony. Sorry about that. I got music on my mind today.
Well, hey there, how are you? So, I sound a little weird because I just had a tooth pulled. Do you ever get the feeling that the world is trying to tell you something? About a month ago, my laptop that I've had for about 2 years died. Hard drive corrupted. I took to filming on this here Galaxy S7 phone and editing on my wife's older than mine laptop. It's about 3 years old. And doesn't do a lot, doesn't do it quickly, but did enough to get me by. And then it died.
I got a question for you. Do you ever settle? Do you ever say, that's good enough? Do you ever put a lot of work into something and you get towards the end and you say, all right, that's fine, that's good enough, and you settle? Today I have a message for you. Don't settle.
Well, hey there, how are you? I'm hungry.
All right, so I was contacted earlier this week by Dan and Pickles.
Okay.
And Dan and Pickles said, don't ask questions, just give me your address.
You know what it is.
I'm confused.
No.
Is it a computer?
What?
It's a computer?
What?
That's a laptop. That's a laptop.
Wow.
Holy crap. That's a really good laptop.
Oh my god. Damn. Thank you. And I will get to work and I will make you proud. I will earn this.
So, here it is, the Asus, I don't know how you're supposed to say that, VivoBook Pro, and I've never done an unboxing before, so just do my best.
Oh, well, hey there, how are you? So, this week, driving me crazy, celebrated 2 years on YouTube. I know, right? 2 years?
Instagram, YouTube. Instagram, YouTube. What?
I think the thing I'm learning is, at the end of the day, your phone's probably going to do just as good, if not better of a job than an expensive piece of technology that you might not fully understand how to use. So always look back and respect where you came from and what you worked with when you started. Learn as much as you can about the options that are available to you. But at the end of the day, don't feel beholden to one type of filming or think that you have to have a certain type of gear in order to do your best work. No matter what you've heard, no matter what you've been told, no matter what you believe, you have never failed. So, 2 years, 225 videos, and now 2,000 subscribers. Thank you.
We need to have a conversation. People are just too stubborn. Every single day, I talk to people that are just hung up on the stupidest things. It's like this blind refusal to even listen to input from other people.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Sorry,
here.
can't see me.
Whose intro was that? And this isn't right. This isn't right whatsoever.
Hey, it's me, man. It's Dennis from Driving Me Crazy. I got your message, and I wanted to come and talk to you a little bit about the intermittent fasting.
Hey, no, that's great. I want to let you know that intermittent fasting thing that you're doing. I started it too because I was thinking if this guy, meaning you, can do it, there's no reason why I can't.
Well, I don't know if you want to use me as a measuring stick necessarily. It's more like a measuring eggplant. One thing that I never took for granted in that time was finding every opportunity I could to create memories for my children. Those mental and emotional timestamps that they will hopefully one day sit around a table talking about, laughing about, telling their children about. Oh, let's see what's in there. Ooh. Ooh. Look at this. Oh, this is cool. Okay, a couple things. All right, first of all, it's a hat. How cool. It's got the Pepe's Corner logo up there. I'm on my way. This is big. This is important. I have to find them. I have to find the creators. All right, I made it. I found them. Alejandro Perez, local YouTuber. We're out in Henrietta at the town park. I had to find these.
We all struggle at some point in our life with the question of whether or not we believe in ourselves. The point of this video was not just the question of whether or not we believe in ourselves or whether or not people believe in us. The real message, the real question is, when you come across someone who's struggling with questions of self-doubt, will you be the one to say to them, hey, I believe in you? I'm about to walk into a studio, sit down with a host, and live on FM radio, talk about what we're doing here on YouTube.
It's like almost oversaturated, and you wonder, is there any way I can find a voice out here? Mm-hmm. And then you find those communities, and you find that mutual support, and you realize, no, okay, good. Maybe I'm not going to be Casey Neistat, and I'm not going to be whoever. If I play video games on the internet, I'm not going to be Cutie Pie. Mm-hmm. But you know what? There's a place for me, and you find your corner of the world and do the best you can with it.
Once again, the YouTube community has found itself in the crosshairs of controversy. There are times when the allure of fame and stardom and money lead aspiring young creators to destructive behavior, such as the case it would appear with 18-year-old Trevor Heitman, also known as McSkillet. Hey there, how are you? I'm feeling a little unsure of myself today. I feel like I'm a little uncertain about things, and what I'm really wondering is, am I my own worst enemy? I am just about 100 miles due west of Rochester, New York. I am on another adventure today to meet up with yet another YouTuber in my area. I'm about to pull into downtown Buffalo, New York. I am going to meet the one and only Needs More Subs, a red and white clad superhero whose mission is to find for you and highlight other small channels that need more subs.
Moving the needle for people and being able to make some small difference for a small channel.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that is what I'm going, like, I need more of that.
Who you are and your worth are not defined by your view count or your subscriber count. You have more to offer the world than just a snippet of video and some fancy editing. Do not allow YouTube to be the thing that defines whether or not you've been successful.
You can listen to motivational speakers all day. You can take in hundreds of videos. You can go to seminars. But at some point, you're going to have to make a decision on where to start.
There's another one of those things, you just now all of a sudden you find other channels that you want. I don't want to talk about my channel. I want to talk about your channel.
The precise language we use when figuring out what it is we're trying to motivate ourselves to do is going to tell us which strategy is going to make more sense, the carrot or the stick, the reward versus the punishment.
I used to try and force a Wednesday video out of myself. Like, I know that Sundays I've got this track I'm on where it's a scripted video, so to speak. Not really scripted, but it's a topic. And I'm getting my thoughts out around a topic of some kind of motivational positivity, deep thinking, life, society, and all this. And Wednesdays I wanted to make videos about like what it's like to do YouTube and behind the scenes and stuff. And it just became a bear. Like I was trying to force my way into content.
My life experience has taught me that there's always somebody out there that's willing to listen. Someone who is willing to lend a hand and help you get where you want to be.
Motivational speakers, positivity content. I've stumbled into a huge community of folks that make videos around being a better person, living a better life. Again, motivation, self-improvement, self-help, that kind of thing. And I'm intrigued and I'm stoked by it. I think it's something that aligns very well with the way I think about things.
When I reach that point that I've just can't process anymore, can't deal with anyone, can't deal with anything, I go to a quiet place where I all but shut down and frankly think about nothing.
It's so funny when I see posts in different Facebook groups for YouTube of creators talking about, ooh, did you see the DL5 30,000 whatever the hell Super Go lens, and what do you think about filming with an XV20,000 versus a BB8 droid? I don't know what the hell any of these guys are talking about.
So I wanted to spend some time on this particular stream this morning and share as much as I can, as much as I've been able to wrap my head around with the various things that I learned from the various speakers at Vid Summit.
When you ask a compulsive liar for an opinion on something, a lot of times you'll get an answer like, oh, I know all about that. My brother, my mother, my sister, my father, my cousin, my friend, classmate, roommate had that too. The compulsive liar walks a fine line in that moment between knowing that they're not telling the truth and kind of believing the lie, just enough to get them through the conversation.
I think, and I believe truly, that overnight success makes you at risk for being a flash in the pan, that it could be over like that. I have had, over the last 2.5 years, I have had moments of small explosive growth that got me to the 2100 I'm at right now. But I have learned that a whole lot of those people that subscribed to me in that moment of explosive growth never came back again, dude. Never came back again. Right? 2,100 subscribers, and I'm getting 100 views per video. Did I create something that a whole bunch of eyeballs found their way to this thing I created? But did I, the never-ending struggle, and the question is, did I capture their heart? Did I convince them that they wanted to hit that button? And if they did, were they engaged enough and interested enough that they're ever going to come back?
The truth is that many of us will be tempted to go after a popular thing and change our creation in order to make it more like the things that people are watching, the things that people are looking at, the things that people are clicking on. My message to you today, my friends, is that while it's perfectly natural to seek out recognition, to seek out some type of return and reward for your efforts and your work, don't allow that pursuit to change who you are and to change what you create.
I'm starting a new project. It's a little bit of a new adventure, and all this month, I kind of like to take you along for the ride.
I've been doing some thinking. I've been trying to think through some of the logistics of how to physically do a podcast. My understanding of a true podcast has always been that it's based on audio. There are no visuals. But I'm learning very quickly that's not the case. Sometimes you look at that to-do list and it just feels daunting and you don't even know where to start. Plenty enough times I find myself sitting in front of my laptop and I'm looking at that Trello board and the list of things that I've given myself that need to be done, and I don't know where to start.
The focus of this podcast is going to be on training and resources for first-time leaders, folks just getting into the role of a team lead or a supervisor. When I think of who I'm going to interview for this podcast, I want to talk to other folks like me. The show will be called Leadership 101. I think it gets right to the point. It tells you exactly what this is about, and honestly really helped me hone in on who the target audience is for this podcast. 100 miles due west of Rochester, New York, I am on Goat Island in Niagara Falls, and there are a whole bunch of amazing creators with me here. We're gonna have some fun, we're gonna walk around and take some video. I'm at that point where I'm starting to put together the pieces structurally that will go into this podcast. The opening, the music, the tone, the flow, all of that's starting to come together for me. Get right down to it. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for the opportunity to wake up each day, chart my course, decide how I'm going to go after that day, and know that there's a possibility of success. There won't always be success. There will be challenges, adversity, there will be failure. I'm here to tell you that I'm thankful for the times that I failed.
And welcome to Leadership 101. My name is Dennis, and I will be your host as we discuss the life and work of, well, being someone's boss. It sounds simple enough, right? The purpose of this podcast is to give you useful information, insights, and training on effectively managing other people. Here I am, just days from the end, and I feel like I've hit a complete wall because now my equipment is fried. I'm not confident and happy with the results. No matter what I do to this thing in editing software, I can't fix why it sounds like crap. Looking at any possible settings, do I have a filter on? Do I have a setting wrong? And there it is, right in front of me. Audacity is set to record from the little tiny pinhole microphone on the front of the laptop. Now, I feel like an even bigger idiot. Putting the finishing touches on the final episode that I need in order to have 3 things to launch with, get this podcast off the ground. I just wanted to touch base with you guys one more time about this project, kind of bring it full circle and wrap it up, and put the final details out there about my new podcast, Leadership 101. All I can do is urge us all to look for the best in each other, not the worst. In the end, my ask is simple. Although people may not always make it easy, please do not allow this to define you. Thanks so much for watching. See you on the road.